Alright, welcome back. This is MDog, and we're doing something a little different. This is a Fisher Online video, not something I do a whole lot of, but one thing that I have often said is that for me, when Norway came out in Russian Fishing 4, it was such a game changer. And I've wanted to try the Norway map in Fisher Online, but I'm just not high enough level to get there, and I just haven't wanted to put the investment in. Technically there's ways you can travel there with tokens and stuff in advance, but I saw that there's a special event going on this week that allows me to go to Norway, or allows any player of Fisher Online to go to Norway for free. Now, yeah, we'll talk about what that actually means once we dig in a little bit, because I really don't know. And by the way, I'll try to get to the splash page real quick. Norwegian week went live ends February 12th. So it really is for just over a week. It looks like 9 days. I'm assuming this went live today. And if you're not interested in Fisher Online, obviously this is probably not the video for you, and there'll be more RF4 videos coming soon. But I've wanted to check this out, so I figured might as well just record my experience here. They have loaded me in here on to the very first map, the pond. What is this place called? Belarus Dukara Pond, which is the very first place you go when you load into the game. I actually think this game has increased its graphical quality quite a bit over the years. Even this map itself looks so much better to me than it used to. But the reason why we're doing this is because if I go to travel, I don't even remember what Norway level is typically. So I can go to Scotland, so I must be level 34. Oh yeah, it says it right up here. Next would be Kazakhstan, Caspian Sea, River, Kola. Some of these maps are newer. I don't even remember that some of these maps are even in the game. But I mean, I've never been to... Greenland is level 45. So the question is, what was Norway? I'm sure somebody will let us know in chat. What level is Norway typically? But right now it's an event map. So let's go ahead and depart for free. And let's just see what this map is like. I don't know what to expect. I don't know, how this will go. I don't know that I have the gear to even fish here. I can show you really quick what we have. I mean, I've played a good bit in this game. I've got 11,600 silver. Is that a lot? I don't know. We're about to find out. My sort of probably most used higher level equipment are these 3 carp fishing rods. Again, I love carp fishing, especially in RF4, but this game as well. I do have this Basser Sea Cast. Looks like we've got 51 kilo line with a 49 kilo titanium leader. So I guess the question will be, is that anywhere near strong enough to fish on this map? That's by far the largest, at least like spin fishing type equipment we have. Anything else is going to just be really, really weak, I assume, compared to what you would want for a deep sea fishing. Notice we do have some fly fishing equipment, if I can find it. Oh, here it is down here. So it is cool. This game does have fly fishing in it. Alright, so here we are in Norway. Oh my goodness, the dude has an exclamation point. That kind of surprises me, but let's see what that's all about. Are there NPCs in this game now? Alright, here's the fish trader. That's where we're going to sell fish, potentially. Let's see what he has to say. Street kitchen. Try our rich fisk soup. Fresh fish, creamy, and vegetables. A perfect combination for only 5 something. And I now have 0 of them. I can also buy the recipe for 70. Or a portion for 5. It says the prize is this. Norwegian soup. Oh, plus 30% XP gain for 3 hours. So we'll see what we have to do to get these. Captain Nicholas is an old sea wolf who spent many years at sea and became a legend among fishermen. He's come to Norway to share his secrets of seafood with young fishermen. Okay, I love it. And I was trying to see, like, I guess that's what the exclamation point is about. Not really a quest. Alright, the event. So if I click on this, nothing happens. It just says that there are nine days left in the event. Salt water, salt 1. For fishing this area, special gear and special baits for seawater are needed. I don't know what installed items is he referring to. Alright, so let's look at a couple things here. First of all, the quest system, if you're not familiar with this. Daily eel pout, guys. As an RF4 player, you hear eel pout, if you're anything like me, it's like pretty exciting. We get 10 Oris and 31,000 XP. Or we can do the easier one and get angler tokens and no Oris. Or no oars. So we have haddock. Wow. Atlantic herring. How exciting. Eel pout again. Sebastes. I don't know. That's a redfish. Yellowfin flounder. Eel pout. And an Atlantic cod. What do you know? All right, let's check just for fun. Let's see what are eel pouts called on. Fish on lake. Eel pout. Gummy mac. Ever heard of a gummy mac, folks? Ooh. What's up, eel pout? Gummy Mac M3. So what happens if I try to cast this into the salt water? Because it said that I needed special gear. What is this right here, by the way? The boat station. So cool. I mean, again, somebody in chat will let us know, like, it does say it's a sea rod. Like, you would think this would be fine. Let's see if we can find the shop. All right, here's the boat station. What kind of boats we got? Boat 15. It's got a refrigerator for 20 pieces. 6 rod holders. 6 rod holders. Holy cow. Maybe this is the store, actually. All right, remember I have 11,000. So let's say we wanted to buy a... Oh, they do have float rods. So sea float rods. Oh, these aren't that expensive. Like, I don't know what we can catch on them, but they're not that expensive. All right. Oh, I can't even afford the cheapest spinning rod. And the most expensive... And that's just for the rod, folks. The most expensive is 220,000 silver. I've got 11,000. And the most expensive reel, which is giving us 60 kilos of friction, 30 kilos of power, is 164,000. We got this Nord Shark rainbow line. We know about that, don't we? A shark hook. That's awesome. Floats. Accessories. Food, crafting material, travel, special, attractants, fly, and merchant. Are there any new flies? It doesn't look like there are because I have all of them already, so these are the same flies. All right, baits that are sold here. We do have Nereus and Seaworm. I already have them, so these are baits we've had on other maps. Anything new here? Look at these sea runners. I do have one of them, so that's not new. I've got some of those. That's not new. All right, here's some pilkers. That's new. Or at least new to me is what I should say. I don't mean it's new with this update. It's new for me. That's all I can say. Most of this stuff is not new. There's a squid lure. Okay. So we don't have near enough. Now let's see what the real money situation is. Premium. By the way, can I get the volume of music down? Thank you. All right, kits. Oh, here's Ocean Kit. So there may be a distinction between the Sea Cast and the Ocean Kit. 44? I don't know. All right, 1750. So, you know, prices are a lot cheaper. I mean, compared to if you're used to RF4 real money prices. But it's still, you know, not super cheap. Norwegian chest. What is this coming up? Pilker lure box. That's cool. You get some premium and you get some of that. Oh, you get the recipe for creating a soup. I don't know. We'd have to explore more about that. Okay. So I am curious. I want to look a little more closely at the fish that are on the map. By the way, were there not, I mean, it says there's all these rod holders for, and somebody else may have to help me with this. Do we not have bottom, like sea bottom rods? Like these are float, right? Yeah, these are stick. Sea pilker rod. Vertical sea fishing. Maybe there are... Oh, here are the gummy max, by the way. Highly effective sea bait for catching cod and pollock. The movement of the bait produces smooth movements reminiscent of cod's favorite delicacy, eel larva. And then if we go back to octopus, cod. So used in conjunction with pilkers. You're attaching these to the pilkers, it looks like. These are separate. But it looks like those other things you actually put on the pilkers. Coastal waters. Pilker sea rods recommended. I don't know. I'm very curious. Maybe I can do a little bit of research. First of all, let's see. How much does the boat cost? Oh, like it did not cost. Okay, let's look at fish on lake. Yellowfin, let's see. Atlantic cod. We have, I wanted to see if I see any. Okay, so there is one caught on worm pieces. That means that, I think that means that you're using bottom rods. Like, so does that, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is, remember how when we were on this map, it says, for fishing this area, special gear and baits are needed. This boat's pretty cool, by the way. I bet I could do a little quick search and answer some of my own questions here. But I wanted to look at fish on the lake again. I was trying to figure out if there's any. Oh, there's Cusk, by the way. Yeah, see, look at this bunch of clams. People are using, I assume, farmed salmon. So I could probably throw out one of the lures that I have. I mean, I have a lot of these lures. Like that, those salmon lures, I do have those. I don't have any gummy max. Can you troll with any of this, like with the gummy max? I mean, it sounds like Pilker gummy max are really not really stuff you troll with, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you're catching shrimp on grass boilies and fish pieces, so clearly, I mean, you would think you'd be able to do that with, you know, feeder rods of some sort. Oh, there's a haddock. Again, worm pieces. Worm pieces going crazy. Here's tuna, big live bait. Halibut, big live bait. Anglerfish, we know about this fella. Well, I was trying to look around and just okay, yeah, we know that one. It seems to me that though I might not have the gear for it, really? I mean, I may not, I don't know. But it seems like we could. What does move to fish mean? Wow, this is a big map. Oh, trolling speed. All right, maybe we should. How fast this boat goes. Let's just kind of. There's going to be so many new players. I mean, because the map is suddenly free to travel to, and okay, so now let's slow down and let's click on trolling speed.
Low speed. Low speed. Low speed.
Okay, so that's the trolling speed, and then wait, E and U, stay on boat. Can't leave boat. Okay, there we go. So we're still trolling. Let's grab one of those. I mean, we could probably use that one, but let's grab one of the ones that we saw on the, like the salmon, whatever they're called. They know how we cast that out there. Now, how do we put this on the rod holder? The way that I thought that worked is not working. Okay, so what ended up happening was I hit Y and it worked. So now the question is, can we actually catch a fish? Where are we on the map? Okay, so are we still trolling our line? I think we are. And I actually think that trolling at 3 kilometers. I actually think that these do have a little like noise thing on here. What I've decided one thing I want to do is cast it a little farther out. Make sure it's plenty far back there. And we'll set it down. Alright, I'm going to keep watching to see if we catch something. I'm also going to see if I can do a little bit of research and find some things out, and then we'll continue. If I catch a fish, though, I'll certainly bring you back and let you know. Okay. We seem to have our... Oh, goodness. Our first fish. I'm going to turn the engine off. Let's just see if we can See if we can get this fish in at all. So I want to go try some fishing from the shore. I'm just going to take some chances on using our regular gear. I don't know if it's going to work in the ocean map or not, but I think we'll try some spots maybe from shore, maybe from the starting area. There's also islands on the map we could go try from. I obviously I don't think I have the gear to make trolling right now efficient. Took a little while to find this first fish, and this is, like I said, this is the only piece of gear I have that's maybe anywhere near large enough for what we're going to need out here. Although it does appear that we're getting this fish in no problem, honestly, at this point. So hopefully he does not come off, and we actually can see our first Norwegian sea specimen here. Oh, what did I do? I don't even know. Oh, you can kind of see him in the water there. Oh, wow. That's a shark, isn't it? Wow, we got a lump card. All right, that is a large shark barbed. I mean, that's kind of cool. I don't love the model. I don't know how y'all feel about this shark model. I mean, it's okay. I feel like it could use some work there. Making sure everything's pretty good there. Okay. I mean, we caught a shark. That's kind of cool. Okay. All right. I think what I'm going to do is so what I'm talking about is we've got these islands up here that we could probably find some stuff to fish. Someone in chat was talking about that they were fishing up here from the shore and just fishing for shrimp up there. So that makes me think that there really might be some things we can do just with our bottom rods and stuff. So I'm going to go try to get set up, see if we can catch some shrimp, and then kind of go from there. But I'll be back shortly. Okay, so we're going to try. I'm kind of up here in this spot where I saw in chat somebody saying, like, yeah, I'm catching shrimp here. I think if I kind of look where we are, I'm thinking they're probably fishing off of this dock here. I mean, that's just kind of my guess based on, where that's showing. So I'm going to turn off the engine, and I'm actually going to anchor down right here. The reason why I decided to stay on the boat is I was trying to figure out if there's any advantage to keeping our rods on the rod holders on the boat. Probably not. I mean, I still think we can only fish with up to 3 is the maximum, but I am sort of still curious. All right, let's think about what we're fishing with here. There was something about grass boilies. Is that what we were seeing on squid? Not on squid, on shrimp. Shrimp's what we were after up here. So we could try fish pieces. We have different size hooks. Let's just maybe start with fish pieces, and then we'll go from there. So let's do one on that. I just don't know. I don't know what other species we're going to be catching is like one of the things. All right, so this one we want to have. You know what? I will try grass boilies, I guess, at least to start off with. I am kind of curious. We don't want to use ground bait out here on the sea, right? So let's just kind of keep it right here in the shallows. And then on the second one, let's go with still size 1 hook, and let's put those fish pieces on there. And then This one is probably going to be set up the most realistic. Let's put a size 0. And we can put fish pieces on size 0 hooks, so that's kind of cool. I do think that there were like this has got squid stuff in it. There are ways to make ground bait kind of for the ocean. I just don't know if it really... I'm just so out of touch with this game, so let's just see if we can get any bites here. All right, whoa, angle on that is concerning, right? Don't remember if there's a way on this to I guess we can just try it. I don't know how much confidence I have that that's on the bottom. All right, I'll keep you updated if we start getting bites on any of this. All right, I noticed that there's something kind of crazy going on with this third rod. I suppose we have some kind of something on here. Yeah, clearly this is not a shrimp. What have we caught? Ooh, a flounder. 777 XP. So we caught that on the fish pieces and the 0 hook. So that's kind of cool. And we need to hit 1,036,000 XP. So that wasn't much XP for that fish, but yeah, I was just kind of curious about that. All right, so once again, just a couple minutes downtime, and then we get another bite on this third rod. So it does appear to me... Oh, and that's an eel pout. That's an eel pout. What did we need? A ton of 990 grams. Oh, that's not that much, huh? So it's probably worth doing that and just hoping that we can get enough eel pout. We also have this one if we get some really nice size eel pouts. So we'll do that. I think it's plain to me though that based on what we've seen here, we want to be on size 0 hooks, and let's see if that increases our bite rate on the other 2 rigs as well. Because I've caught 0 things on the other 2 rigs. So let's just cast this one out a little farther. Now we're fishing the exact same spot. And then on this fella, I don't know. Can you do a 0 hook with a boilie? Yeah, it looks like you can. So still just kind of based on the... what we're seeing on the weekly with shrimp, I'm going to still keep that on there. I'm guessing that we'll eventually want to move to all fish pieces, but also, you know, we have other baits that would be reasonable to use out here. Even some of this stuff, squid slices, shrimp tails, sea worm, and nearus certainly come to mind. So there's plenty of things that theoretically we could try, and if we wanted to freeze fish, we can. If we start getting full on, that's right. This game actually has. Oh, we're catching a fish. Let's catch it. Yeah. All right. What do we got here? Wait. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Let's see what we're actually catching here. This looks like maybe eel pout size again. Oh, it's a shrimp. We caught a shrimp. What kind of? Yeah. Okay. So we love to see that. Does have me questioning, you know, how rare was that eel pout going to be? Should we have chosen... Can't I still put this towards the quest or not? Thought we could. So crafting table. Yeah, we can turn that into a fishtail. 2 fishtails, actually, if we want to. Shrimp tail. Sorry, not fishtail, shrimp tail. Let's go back to bait. Do I already have those? I think some of these baits that I have are so old, they may have actually changed. Okay, I do have shrimp tails. Some of the baits, they've actually changed what they are and stuff like that. All right. I feel like I was going to look at something, but I don't remember what it was now. It's just interesting how gummy macs are all of the top eel pout sizes. And I don't know if I can use a gummy mac on any of my gear, but I might try that eventually. We'll see. Look at the squid. Right now we are getting different species on fish pieces. I think we can go ahead and put this over here now since we're... In fact, I'm going to recast it. Since we're not... yeah, we don't need to be on that awkward position that we were. Still nothing on the boilie. I'm going to give it a little bit longer and then we'll switch to something else. Yeah, so all of our fish activity has been on the fish pieces, not on the boilies. There's another shrimp. Cast this one a little farther out because it doesn't seem like it actually matters that much. If we can save this one before it loses the fish. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and switch. What was that last? Another shrimp? We'll go ahead and switch the other one to fish pieces as well. There's another flounder of some sort. A large yellowfin flounder, 775. Alright. Yeah, I'll try to cast this one into just slightly deeper areas. Do I have any... Oh yeah, the sea mullet stuff. Still in very shallow waters, but not quite as shallow. And we'll see. It's a large shrimp. All right, well, it's like morning time now, and clearly the shrimp and overall bite has picked up a little bit. We're not having to wait very long at all between fish. These flounders are really coming out a lot. I am curious if we committed to a little larger hook, you know, we might have to wait longer for a bite, but could we find a little bit bigger fish? Now that might not be like the location we're in. I still have not had a fish on this first rod. Now is it just like because of the location where I have it? Does it have to do with this one actually does have a bigger leader? We're going for small fish on a bigger leader. Does that matter in the sea? Does that sea mullet ground bait I put on there scare everything away? I don't really know. So it's interesting though. I mean, this seems fun, and obviously there's a lot of fish that I haven't seen. Some fish that look just different than what I'm used to. It is interesting that I caught this shark. I actually got a pretty good size. Ours was like 11 something. That feels like maybe just like a lucky catch there that we had that shark in the beginning. I'm not seeing other shark unless I'm missing it. It seems like that's the only shark right now. This middle rod, 75% I'm guessing have come in on the middle rod. That might not be quite true, but a lot has. This is probably another shrimp, right? No, a little small flounder. Alright, I think what I want to do now is actually fast travel, and let's just see. I mean, obviously we could turn this shrimp into bait, which would maybe be smart, but I am curious. So we have a total of 276. I mean, if you look at these shrimp, they're not worth anything, so we definitely want to turn them into bait. Everything else is worth something. Well, the squid into bait as well, I guess. But we're only going to be making about 250 silver so far. This really nice shark, only worth 128. I'm calling it silver. It's not necessarily what it is, but currency. Whatever the currency is. So yeah, I don't know. Seems like a very slow XP grind at this point. Which, I suppose is fine. How many of these can we... Wait, how can we do 21 squid slices out of the whole... Huh. I think one of the interesting things about this game is that if you have premium, I think crafting goes faster, it works slightly different or something. Okay, I think the squid and the shrimp just weren't worth holding, and who knows, maybe we can use those to catch even different fish out here. I don't know why. Where did all of our shrimp go? Am I clicking on the wrong thing? Oh, I am. So I wonder... Oh, this turns it into a whole shrimp. And then maybe you take the whole shrimp and turn it into... Turn the eel palate into... I don't think we want to do that, but we could. And sea fillet from what? Oh, from flounder. You could do the smaller one, I might, but I think as it is, we want some silver. So that's 277 silver still. 1119. If I go back to this, we can now make more shrimp tails. So like if we would rather have shrimp tails instead of the whole shrimp. The whole shrimp are obviously a little different than just the shrimp tails. This allows for much smaller hooks. You can use hooks starting at 2. And I guess the same thing's going to be true of the squid, 2 to 4 versus 0 to 2. So it just depends on how big a fish species you're going for. I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff that we are yet to understand or unlock. But at least we've gotten a taste of it, a taste of the Norwegian Sea fish your own line style. And we'll see. Maybe I'll do a little more. I'm not sure. I would like to try, one thing we didn't get to try yet is I'd like to maybe go to an island and kind of cast into the shallows off the island with maybe some of the sea worm type baits. Just see if we can get some of the small to mid-sized species that way. I don't know if it'll work or not, but might try something like that as well. But as always, thanks for watching. I will see you next time, and tight lines.